People, welcome again to the coach's desk with host Coach Minze. And we have in studio today former Calabar athlete Fabian Hewitt. And we'll be talking about what is transpiring over there at Clemson University. So, Fabian Hewitt, welcome to the coach's desk.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Definitely. And it's a pleasure for us to have you as well. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. It's a new week, trying to get stuff done this week. But I know you guys all heard about the news over here and stuff.
Yes, definitely. All right, we'll be getting into that in a few. But for persons who don't know who Fabian Hewitt is, tell us who you are.
Well, I used to attend Calabar High School. I captained the team in 2016. I made a few youth teams, go to World Juniors. I'm a silver medal in the 200 meters at the knockout games as well as a under 18. And that's pretty much about it for me right there as a junior. And I know I'm at Clemson University trying to pursue my degree in criminal justice, my minor in athletic leadership. So trying to be versatile in both platforms, in the criminal side and in the athletic side, because I have passion for both sides.
That is sounding good, there, Fabian. I could remember your days at Bogwalk High as well. That's
Yes.
now Enid Bennett, and you made the transition to
Mhm.
Calabar, and it seemed like it was a good move because you're making strides.
Yes, it was one of the best moves I made, because as I leave Wagwag High School, the transition to Calabar was a little bit easier for me because as I left and I go to Calabar, I ran fast, so it was a good transition at the time.
Definitely, definitely. So tell us about your years at Calabar. What was it like?
Well, it was fun to me, to be honest, it was fun, knowing you being at school where you always wanted to be, because like from I was growing up, when I sit the GSAT exam, I didn't get the school that I wanted to go. But I told my mom, listen, I need to go to Calabar. Can you help me? She was like, no. I was like, well, if you cannot help me, I'm going to help myself. And in order to help myself, I knew I had to run something. I knew I had to run something at Bago High School. So I put in the training and I run. And then I made it to Calabar. But when I was there, the experience was a great one. I loved it. The school, the environment, the coaches, it was really good. So I would say it's one of the best schools that I've been to in terms of like I had fun, I get my schoolwork done, and I run fast, and you give me the opportunity to be here right now. So Calabar is one of the best.
That's incredible. And definitely you'd have won a few Mortimer Geddes trophy with Calabar.
Yes,
So the
yeah,
transition and the move was a good one.
I won like two before I did it, two.
Yes, yes. All right. So, Fabian, after leaving Calabar, you went to the Wiley College over
Yes,
there in United States. Could
yes.
you give us a little rundown on what transpired there?
Well, when I left Calabar, I went there. There was a coach called Coach Bar. I have to big him up, one of the coaches that take me to the forefront and let me know that, listen, you can do anything. Even when people don't really believe that man is the type of coach. If he has an athlete, doesn't matter what you do, he's telling you, listen, you can do this, you can do that. And being at Wiley, he had shown me the way and paved the way, and just his coaching is top notch. And when I went there, I ran a few personal bests because I left high school running like 10:4, and when I went there, I ran 10:25. Even high school running 21:1. I went there around 20.7, and I only run there for one season, but I was there for 2 seasons. So my first season, I redshirt my first season, and then my second season, I ran, and that's where I transitioned from there to Clemson. So Wiley College is the next school that gave me the opportunity as well. So it's like a building block for me. So each place I go is like a building block, building block, building block, putting me somewhere else in life. So I have to big up Wiley College and Coach Bar for that.
All right. Now, jumping over from Wiley to a Division One university,
Yeah.
Clemson, with two Jamaican top coaches
Mhm.
in Lennox Graham and Mark Elliott.
Well, actually, when I was trying to go to Clemson, I had reach out to Coach Mark Elliott, and I was like, Coach, I want to come over here. But at the time, I didn't run none of the times that I tell you that I ran before, in terms of
Right.
the 25 or the 20.7. So he was saying that, because in the while at time, he was saying that in order for you to come here, you got to give me some times because we need people that's on the scoreboard. put some points on the scoreboard. It's like, all right, coach, no problem. So the thing is, he told me that like the Wednesday and I have the track meet the Friday. And I did exactly what he asked me for the Friday. I was like, whoa, this is where I'm supposed to be then. And then I made the transition and come over here. And it's really good over here. But the thing about it, Mark Elliott, our coach in Instagram, none of them are not my coach. No, that's the thing. My coach is an American coach. But being here with those coaches that coach a lot of professional athletes at the top level at sports, you get an experience to see, you know, what it's like to work hard, to train and dedicate yourself and the things you could do and the next level. Because most people trying to get to the next level after the collegiate running. So they have all the connections, the links, but if you're doing well, they will assist you and help you to get there. So and over here, we have a lot of facilities, a lot of trainers, doctors. So if anything goes wrong, you know, you're in the right place, you can get yourself fixed and be back out there in ASAP.
Right, in no time. Good. Now, there are also a number of Jamaican talented youngsters over there in Clemson.
Yeah.
But what we really want to talk about, Fabian, is that even though there are a lot of talented Jamaican, there's something that will be affecting you people going forward, because we understand that Clemson, the athletic director, they have decided to cut the men's track and field program after the 2021 season. So they're going to honor the scholarship up to then. So I, as a student athlete who just made the transition and you thought that probably you're going to do well, you're going to run at Clemson, and they're going to ensure that they develop your athletic career going forward, as well as your academy. Now, with this bombshell, what's the plan going forward?
Well, to be honest, this one is a very disappointing decision that's made by the AD. To be honest, you know, coaches and everyone were shocked. Actually, I was at home. I just got lunch because they have a facility where you can go and get lunch as student athletes. So I went there to get lunch, and then I got this email on my phone saying we have an ASAP meeting, and I was supposed to take my wisdom tutor that same day as well. So I had to reach out to Coach Hewitt and say, Coach, what's going on? It was like, we have an emergency meeting. I was like, Coach, I have to take the wisdom tutor. It's like, no, you got to cancel that. You got to do it different. I was like, wow. And I canceled it and then went to the meeting, and the AD just break the news to us. Everyone was like in shock, you know. I know it affects a lot of us guys, but for me, it doesn't really affect me that much, to be honest, because I'm graduating December, but I have more years of eligibility. So I'm graduating ahead of my time based on academics. But like for my other friends that are sophomore and juniors and stuff like that, they want to get their Clemson degree, because I think that Clemson degree was a lot of weight, to be honest. So most people trying to get that degree. So when you heard that news, everyone was like, whoa. It's just a shocking news. Everyone was like, freeze, don't know what to do.
Definitely, there are probably a lot of stuff going through the minds of the youngsters there, because especially the ones who just went in, the freshmen, and those who have been doing well, or those who did not compete last season because of what transpired, the pandemic, and they are putting in the work, and now to be hit by this news, it must be mind-boggling to them, and devastating.
Yeah, because I feel like it slows down a lot of progress for me as well, because I haven't get a chance to like run like a solid season to see where a whole season to see like, all right, I can do this, I can do that. I haven't get a chance to do that, you know. And based on my progression from my first year to last year, where I was in indoors, my times were getting better and better. So I know that we're not an indoor running people from Jamaica, so I know outdoors will be a better place for me to run, because I'm running closer to my PRs indoors in the two. So when I get outdoors, I think I'm going to go faster. So when the pandemic hits and all of that, it was like, whoa, slows everything down. Everything has to go from scratch, basic day one. And then this news right now, it just like mind blowing, because right now, to be honest, the coaches, not say we're under pressure, but we have to do something special if it's going to be the last group of us at Clemson. We got to go to that with a spark. We got to make something happen.
So, and will the performance into this season, will it affect the decision that the athletic director made?
Well, I'm not so sure, but we have people that are really fighting, alumni, guys that do dual sports, that played football here, that run track here, that go to Olympics, and all those type of people that have a legacy here at Clemson. They are the ones that are helping us trying to fight for everything right now. They've been there. They have been talking to ADs, talking to people. Yesterday we had a meeting with one of the guys that alumni. We had a chat and try to get things situated in terms of like going forward. And you're just trying to tell us, listen, our performance has to speak loud. So maybe it's a possibility if our performance speaks volume, they can reinstate it. But they're saying it's not based on performance and stuff like that. It's some Title IX thing that I don't really understand that the Title IX thing that much. I don't really want to get into it a lot because I don't want to I don't know what I'm talking about. But I heard it's some Title IX thing and some financial thing. But we are making money because the track and field thing bringing some money based on the stuff that I've been seeing. So I don't really know exactly. So there's not a clear explanation to me. I haven't understood what you're saying to me clearly as yet in terms of like what's going on. So I'm still in the process of trying to figure out all of that.
Okay, and I'm sure that this also would have had a psychological effect on the athlete. I hope that things will turn for especially the freshmen. You said this is not going to affect you because you graduate in December.
Well,
so
definitely not affecting me that much, to be honest. It's affecting me in a way because like I was supposed to come back January to do my master's. I can't come back and do my master's in January. I have to come and do an undergrad again. I have to do some classes just to keep my eligibility, just to run here because I wanted to finish my season here. And if I make the impact that I want to, I can transition or to transfer to somewhere else. So it's an effect on me as well, but it's not so fully because they are actually, because this job of the university is to give them my degree. That's the job of the university. The coaches, that's what they say, they can honor your degree. So when you get that degree, that's a stepping stone. But if you run fast with it, that's the next plus to it. They can go to the next level. So a lot of guys that not going to get a chance to finish their degree. And if they choose to finish the degree, they got to stay here and don't do a sport. And that would be bad for them. They'll be killing their careers automatically without even making a move because they want that degree. So I'm just worried for them more than myself. And I just said,
go ahead.
I just said the psychological piece about it. It does affect a few athletes because you have people like be thinking about it, and like, whoa, this can't be real. People still haven't processed, and I feel like if they had impacted the girl in the way she impacted us in like cutting the girl teams, it would be more devastating because the girls are a little more emotional and stuff like that. I feel like we were the stronger one to take on that news than the females. Even the females, they were hurt for us as well because they were like they look forward to us to get that energy to keep them going as well. In terms of like my group, I know about my group. I can speak for my group. And I feel like that, because the team is a unit, which we love each other. We look out for each other. So when you're going to cut the men and leave the women, then, the ladies were like really devastated, to be honest.
It's quite devastating. And I hope that whatever the variables are that would have caused this decision, that something will change in the near future. The alumni, whatever they can do, the stakeholders, whatever they can do, and that would allow this decision to be reversed. Now, talking about you now, Fabian, are to go pro?
Yeah, that was my initial plan. When I came over here at Clemson, because I know that they have some of the best coaches here. I thought Coach Graham was the coach that's coached the sprint, and he would be the person that would be coaching me. But unfortunately, it wasn't, and I wasn't trying to fight that decision. I was like, the sprint coach is already here. I just came here. I don't want to cause no havoc, so I just work with whoever the sprint coach. So that's actually my initial plans to go to professional. But in terms of to go pro, you gotta have some times on the board. And I feel like I have the potential to put the times on the board. It's just that since I've been in Clemson, I'm trying to find my feet, trying to get my feet. But this season, I feel like something special is going to happen this season based on like my progression in practice and all that I've been doing. I've been healthy right now. This is the best I'm feeling since I've been here, and I'm trying to stay that way. So that's the end goal for me, trying to go professional.
Sounding good there, Fabian. And of course, we wish you all the best in your future endeavors, in your track and field career, in your studies.
Mm-hmm.
I trust that you will continue to do well in
Thank
both areas,
Yeah.
being there at Clemson. We're out of time, Fabian, and we thank you very much for stopping by on the Coaches Desk to share with us what is transpiring there over at Clemson University. Like I said before, we wish you all the best. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. All the best too.
Yeah, man.